Hello guys, welcome to another Pablo Gisette review. We have today the Conspit GP290 steering wheel and also the Ares Platinum 18 newtons wheelbase, the new product of Conspit. Let's start with the unboxing of the wheelbase. So we have some stickers as usual, plenty of stickers, you can put wherever you want. Some manuals, and we have the power supply, big brick with the cables, and the wheelbase, pretty heavy wheelbase, not easy to take off. And in the wheelbase behind we have plenty of USB-C connectors to connect another Conspit products like brakes, well, pedals, handbrake and stuff, and the power button and some side holes for plug it into your rig. We have also all the tools you need, more cable, well, all you need to plug it in your cockpit. And we go with the steering wheel, the 290 GP, more stickers. Behind the stickers we have the rim, nice looking rim. Not heavy rim, is pretty light, it's 1 kilo, I don't know, 500, it's pretty light. We have 6 paddles behind, double clutch, and the top middle paddles you can press it both ways, pull or push, very handy. In the front we have thumb rotaries, easy to reach without taking your hand out of the wheel, funky switch, well, all these kinds of stuff, all you need for sim racing. Later we have the USB cable to connect directly to the computer in case you don't want to connect it, in case you don't have a Conspit wheelbase or whatever. And yeah, all the screws, manual keys, also some stickers to connect, well, to put in your wheel as you want. Yeah, also a manual with all detailed steps to put everything together. And here we have the quick release, surprisingly good quick release, the best I ever tried, and that's all. Here is the wheelbase. I mounted side mount. You can also mount it like in a desk. I prefer have a front mount, but is how it works, this wheelbase. As you see, easy to use the quick release, and that's it, ready to go. Nice looking wheelbase. Bam. So now let's go with the software. We have some basic settings on this page, like the degrees, stop bump, filling. Later we have advanced, where we can set up a bit more fine-tune, but yeah, the friction, damper, inertia. We have more or less the same things than any other direct drive wheelbase. I'm not missing anything. We have 18 newtons meter force in this Ares Platinum. For me it's more than enough. I never clip at all. I would say personally from 15 newtons onwards is more than enough for me. I try wheelbase from 25 newtons, 20. All of them, I run the same force, I have the same feeling. It's true, when I ran the Moza with 9 newtons was too short. I was clipping on high speed corners and bumps. So this way I say 15 newtons onwards is, for me, is the sweet spot. The feeling is amazing, like any other wheelbase, like Syncube 2, BRS, Syncube 1, all of them. The feeling is really similar, like I cannot say a difference between them, like it's more about your settings. So what can make you choose between this wheelbase, I guess, is the price, or how it looks, or the compatibility, but the feeling on the force feedback when you're driving, I cannot tell a difference between this wheelbase. I think if you choose is for other reasons. In this wheelbase, we have a USB behind where you can connect the pedals, the shifter, the handbrake, and other devices from Conspit ecosystem. So this can be one of the reasons you have to go this wheelbase if you want. Also, while you have the rims, you can connect straight away without cable into the wheelbase. And these things really cannot say too much more. I would say all this premium direct drive wheelbase, the feeling on the fork feedback is the same. And yeah, that's all about the wheelbase, I would say. I think I'm not missing anything. I think you won't miss anything at all. My last wheelbase was Syncube 2. I couldn't feel any difference. I'm not missing anything. So that's my take right now about this wheelbase. I've been testing for 3 weeks. I had no issues. Felt amazing like any other direct drive wheelbase I had before. So now let's go with something more interesting, that is the rim. And now let's go with the software of the rim, the 290GP. So the hardware of the rim is amazing. I have no issues, feels really premium. The quality of the materials, the shape of the wheel, like everything is close to you. I have no issues with the hardware. I would say maybe the rotaries, these two rotaries. I would like to be a little bit more stiffer if you use gloves. With gloves, I would like to have a bit more feeling. You don't press it by mistake, but when you are changing very fast, you don't feel the click so easy. Yeah, the main issue is the software. The rim is not compatible, the dash, with SimHub, and for me this is a big shame. In a premium wheel nowadays, for me should be compatible with SimHub. But is what it is. The LEDs will be in the future updates, but right now it's not. But the dash for sure won't be compatible with the SimHub, so it's a bit of a shame. We have some configurations here, like we can change the color of the LEDs, some basic functions, also the reps. We can change the flashing and all the things, and we can save each car in a different profile. And later we have the dash. We can load 12 dashes and later just change with this middle rotary between dashes. Here we can load our dashes in future updates. Yeah, later, a part of the dashes, we have the shifters for calibrate. Also, we have here the bite point. And yeah, all of them very good, but for me it's the same. It's not working with SimHub. As you can see, in some dashes are not useful for example, erasing. Like, I don't know, this one has the tire temperature, tire pressure, but in erasing you don't have this data live, so it's like you cannot use it. Or in other dashes also the tires, which one in racing you really cannot use it, tire pressure. Many things like DRS and things like, well, in some cars you don't use it, and it's the same, you cannot really have your own dash made by you. My favorite one for erasing is this one. This is where more of the info is working. And you can change the brake bias. Well, basic things, they show it on the display: ABAs, TC, brake bias. But for example, more other more special settings doesn't show up. Like for example, in a prototype, when you change RVs, meanwhile you're driving, doesn't show up, or your energy mode deployment, and are things useful for me. For example, if I drive a prototype, I would like to have in my screen exactly which energy mode I'm using, which RVs I'm using, and these things you really cannot set up on this wheel. So this is my main issue for a premium wheel. I think it's the same is not working with SynHub. Yes, you are very limited to the dashes from Conspit. And yeah, everything else is working pretty good. Just my main issue is the dashes. I know Conspit in the future wheels, I think they are working with dashes for working with SynHub. But in this wheel, which one we are talking now, the wheel is amazing. My main only issue is the dash is not working with SynHub and is the same. So first resume about these products. The Ares Platinum wheelbase, amazing. I'm not missing anything at all. Feels as good as any other wheelbase I tried in the past in Cube 2, BRS. Well, feels really good. I love how it looks. Also, it's compact. No problems with the software. With the hardware, I have no issues. Feels amazing. Perfect. The quick release is amazing. Also, is the best quick release I ever tried. Zero flex, no problem at all. And the rim, here is where I have my complaints. The only complaint is really it's not working with SynHub. That's all. All the feeling shifters are not noisy. Feels alright. Buttons are alright. Maybe the rotaries I would like slightly stiffer for use with gloves, but not really a big issue. Like just picky things I will change. But the dash not working with SynHub is an issue for me because I'm missing quite a few features versus other wheels I tried with SynHub. And that's all. I hope the future wheels they make work with SynHub. Still great. I love the shape and everything. Just that's my resume. The everything is perfect. Also the pedals I say in other video. Pedals are amazing. They really catch up their rivals. Conspit. I think he's a brand right now like is fighting with the best brands in Europe. And yeah, just it's the same. The dash is not with SynHub. I will stop mention it, but it's the only thing I really could complain these last 3 weeks. You can change wheel for other wheels, by the way. You can use your own wheel with USB. You don't need to stick to Conspit rims. And yeah, that's all. I hope you like this fast review. If you have any question, just make it on the comments. And I hope was useful for you guys. Take care.